What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today what we are doing is diving back into a Wheelspin build. Now, as you can see, we are driving the Fairlady Z, which was the car that I used on my last Wheelspin build, which was for a rally car. I built it in A-Class. It was pretty good. Definitely wasn't the best car that I've ever built in my entire life, but it works. So what I wanted to do is jump in and do this again. This time we will be building some sort of road racing car. So let's jump in, see what we get on the wheel spins. Hopefully we're a little bit more lucky last time. I had 8 saved up last time and did not get a car until my very last spin. So hopefully we get one a little bit sooner rather than later. Hopefully we don't get a truck, because that doesn't sound like it would be a very fun thing to build for a road. So I've got plenty of wheel spins saved up, as you can see. I don't even know how many I have regular, but I've got 6 supers. Let's just dive into the regular wheel spins and see what I come up with. 24 spins total. Not starting off great. 20 grand. All right. Oh no! No, come on! Give me the Corvette. 125k is good though. Oh god, please don't give me a Formula Drift car. Oh, the hammer. Come on, Forza, let's go. You give me a super, I'm gonna be real happy. Son of a... Come on, Forza, let's go. Oh, let's go! Let's go! The 2009 Corvette ZR1. We are going to turn this into an absolute monster. I did not mean to hit A again. Sorry about that. I really love the Corvettes in this game. They seem to be pretty good. Let's see how this thing goes and sounds stock. America. Feels like it has really good turn in. Horrible lateral grip, of course. Okay, the car feels pretty good. But we're going to try to make it as, of course, as a competitive S1 road racing car. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to keep it rear wheel drive. Really sorry. Let's head over to the hub. Let's just go over here to the main hub. Throw this thing in the garage and see what we can do with it. Okay, so the car has 638 horsepower stock, 604 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 3,350 pounds. Not so bad. Let's see what the options are here when it comes to swapping. Here, you know what? Not even gonna dick around, just to go ahead and throw it into all-wheel drive right now. We've got the 8.4 liter V10. Sounds so good. 7.7 liter V12. I'm gonna leave the stock engine in the car. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to twin turbo swap it. All right, so we're at sitting at 827 PI before really doing anything. So, all right, I'm gonna throw the Speedline Corsa 859s because I just think they look good on this type of car. Corvettes are sort of known for their 5-spoke wheel or their 5-spoke snowflake wheel. So I want to keep a more aggressive sort of drag race look to this. It's not going to be a drag car, of course, but I want it to kind of look like that, have that meaty, beefy type of look to it. All right, let me dive into the rest of the build here, and then we'll see what we can do in the way of a tune afterwards. So I got to the end of throwing just really as much power at this thing as I could without swapping the engine. I've got 923 horsepower in the car right now, and rally tires on. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just up the stakes a little bit, change a few things. I'm going to throw on, I'm gonna throw on the Horizon semi-slick tires here. That puts us at 896 PI. What I'll do now is I will go and try to fit, no, those are the lightest wheels we have. Let's see. Okay, so I think I've got my build ready to go. Again, I've got the stock engine, I've got all-wheel drive, I've got the twin turbos installed, I've got front and rear aero. Unfortunately, I've got rear aero. I've got the Horizon semi-slicks, of course, front and rear tires as wide as possible. I've got the Speedline Corsa 859 wheels. I've got the stock wheel width in the front. I've got the front and rear wheel spacers. People call them engine spacers. I don't know why they're called engine spacers in the game. Doesn't make sense to me. They're wheel spacers. I've got them pushed all the way out as wide as possible. We've got the transmission. I decided to go with the Drift 4-speed transmission. Now, it doesn't give you great acceleration off the line, but it's really not a huge difference. It still puts acceleration at 9.4, but it helps the handling and the speed. As you can see there, if I adjust to one of these other ones, the speed and the handling drops a little bit. So I'm going to get it keep it right there at the drift 4-speed transmission. I've got the race diff installed. We've got the race springs, front and rear anti-roll bars. I've got maxed out on the race chassis on the roll cage. We've got the sport weight reduction, so the car only weighs 3,300 pounds. And then every single performance upgrade we could. And I've got the sport flywheel installed instead of the race flywheel. And then for the driveline, I installed the race driveline as well. That was really just to get PI to S1 900. So we are at S1 900 with 923 horsepower, weighs 3,300 pounds, a little bit more, but it's okay. With a lateral G of 2.1, not too bad. All right, now it can't be a Connor Speed 6 video without finding a paint. Let's see who I follow in game and what they have shared. Doesn't look like a lot, unfortunately. Could always go with a Lightning McQueen. Ah, screw it. Let's go Lightning McQueen. All right, let's see what this feels like right off the bat. No tune. It sounds really good. All right, it actually feels pretty good too. It's gonna take a little bit of work, of course, to make it perfect. So what I'll do is I will actually get to tuning just a little bit. After I get done tuning, I'll break it down really quickly, and then we'll take it into a race to see how it does against Unbeatable Drivatars. All right, I think I've got a tune settled really quickly here. This 4-speed gearbox was actually pretty difficult to tune to get a good top speed or a decent top speed. It's definitely not the fastest. It doesn't even touch 200 miles per hour, but that's okay. We've got really good lateral grip, good turn in, not a bunch of understeer. So let's take a look really quickly. I've got my tires set to 27 PSI front, 28 rear. Gearing set here, final drive set all the way to speed, to top speed. And then adjusted, of course, the gear ratios individually from there. You can pause it right now if you want to replicate this, or you can just download my tune. My gamer tag is Connor Speed 6. Alignment set to -2 in the front, -1.6 in the rear, with a front toe out of 0.1 degree. Front caster set to as high as possible on the angle at 7 degrees. Anti-roll bars, basically full soft in the front, full stiff in the rear. Springs, here are the ratios. Lowered the ride height just 1 click each, so 3.4, 3.0 in the front and rear. Damping set here, 10 front rebound, 12.9 rear rebound. Bump stiffness set to 5.2 in the front, 6.5 in the rear. Aero, full front aero, less rear aero. I actually lowered that down a little bit just to help turn in. Brake pressure set to 130. And here are my diff settings: 100% in the front acceleration, 100% in the rear acceleration, 20% front decel, 15% rear decel, 70% on to the rear on the bias there on the differential. So what we'll do is we'll actually go and take on one of my favorite sprints in the game, and that is going to be the Reservoir sprint. It's fast at the beginning, however, it gets very, very tight and twisty going down around the lake. So let's jump into this and see how this 2009 Corvette ZR1 does against some unbeatable Drivatars. All right, difficulty settings, we've got unbeatable Drivatars. The only thing I have is driving line turned to braking only right now because it's a lot of turns on this course, and I don't want to have to focus so hard on picking every braking point. But let's go. All right, let's get it. Come on now. Ka-chow. I need a little bit better acceleration in first gear. May tweak that slightly, but I don't want to lose the top end. I'm not sure what we're going to top out at. Keep those cars covered off. Basically block them. 193. Oh, of course I got caught up in the traffic. While the car in P1 just skates away. Already into P2. Alright, that's not bad. Not a bad start at all. Rivals line through there. It's always so sketchy. I always feel like I'm going to smash into the corner of that building. Alright, let's see what we can do. Big catch up here. So we got a Corvette, or sorry, Camaro out in front. Wonder if that's the ZL1. I would assume it's probably the ZL1. Sorry, I was focusing really hard back there. Ah, a little too tight. Absolutely love this sprint race. This road down here along the lake is so good. Ah! I feel like I'm struggling to get the car to slow down all the way. I'm not sure why. It's probably just understeering a little bit more than I like. Oh, took that really wide. There we go, smooth as fast. Oh, the over-under did not work because they blocked the inside line. It's okay, we're gonna take them on the last two corners. There we go. Boom, baby. Let's see, what time did we get? 2:05.943. I'm pretty happy with that time. That's not bad at all. There you have it, the Corvette ZR1 on a Wheelspin road racing build. It's not so bad, honestly. It was pretty damn good, as I kind of expected it would be, especially since the Corvettes are typically pretty decent cars. But yeah, I love this. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I've done rally, and now I've done road racing for S1, and it was really interesting putting in the 4-speed drift transmission for racing, because I'd never done it before and I wanted to see what it was like. Should I have put the 7-speed transmission in? I don't really know, but I feel like this is not so bad. It's definitely not one of the fastest cars out there. Definitely not my fastest S1 car, but like I said, it did pretty well. I would download the tune if I were you. Let me know any thoughts or any feedback you have down below. My gamer tag is ConnorSpeed6, and I will have this tune information in the pinned comment and description down below. If you'd like to download it, feel free. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, a positive comment down below. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more weekly content like this. As always, I have been ConnorSpeed6. Until next time, much love, everyone. See you soon.